Can you kind of give us a little taste of how you've used Miners?
I can recall one of my original signature dishes was a French onion soup that utilized Miners beef base, which we used. After tasting a number of different products out there, I settled in on Miners because of consistency. And when I would take a beef stock and create it as a base for my French onion soup and sweeten it and make it my signature dish by adding just a titch of sherry, and it would bring out the flavors from the base, it was wonderful.
Now, what is it about the products that makes you loyal to the Miners brand?
Definitely the quality. The quality is the biggest issue, and they're always dependable.
To me, in any stock, in any soup, in any sauce, I've always used Miners bases. And when I get another product in, if it's an off-label from a supplier, I don't feel good about it. I don't trust it, because Miners to me speaks of trust and confidence. And I know when I'm using one of those bases that the product's going to be exceptional.
What types of flavor profiles will we find on your menu?
Well, the goal for my restaurant is to have a comfort food.
Okay.
So also the flavor of my food is very comforting. I use a lot of beef base for different sauces. And Miners, they do a very good job with that.
Could you tell us a little bit about how Miners has allowed you to create your signature flavor?
One of my favorite sauces that we designed specifically for pork is an apple cider reduction with fresh Fuji apples and sage. And we start with apple cider and we reduce that by about half. We add we add a mirepoix, it's carrot, celery, onions. We add fresh Fuji apples. Then we add about 1 part Miners chicken base, 1 part Miners beef base. And the blending of those two, it's just incredible what it does for pork.
When you're utilizing Miners signature flavor on the cilantro, it has a consistent quality that I can use in January, I can use in July, I can use in mid-September. And when I mix that cilantro flavor with a little roasted garlic and then add that in with my other ingredients, my tomatoes, I can create a designer salsa that is so unique, but it has become my personal signature dish.
As a restaurant owner and an executive chef yourself, do you have any tips or advice that you could give an up-and-coming chef?
Well, you know, I think you need to be aware of the 4 basic flavors, which are salty, sweet, savory, and acidic. You know, and that's a lot of times where the Miners products come in, because they really take care of the savory element. And a lot of times in a sauce, you know, we make a sauce, we try it, and we say, gosh, you know, I don't know what it is, but there's something missing. Very often, a little addition of a little Miners base is going to give you that element that takes that sauce from good to exceptional.
Well, the first tip I can give them is to not be afraid on creating something new. That's very important. A lot of times, people that are afraid, especially newer chefs, they are afraid of doing something no good. If you want to create something, and thanks to bases that you can buy, and there are so many good new products that you cannot even imagine. You know, ask your salesperson what the Miners created already for them, and thanks to the sauces, you can create something specifically for your food or for what you need.
Let's look at a product like Miners. They understand the needs of the culinarian in today's operations. They understand the need for consistency.